A sunny Sunday afternoon on the main line. The Higgins Soccer Complex hosting some NCAA Division I women's soccer action between the Villanova Wildcats and the Columbia Lions. Good afternoon. So happy to have you with us. I'm Sam Cooperman. That's Steve Pannone. And Steve, Villanova got its season started a week and change ago here against Michigan. They go on the road to Wake Forest. Early, tough competition. That will continue today with the Columbia Lions.
Yes, Mars M has really challenged this team early, hosting Michigan and going on the road to number 10, Wake Forest. And now a really good Columbia team coming to Higgins today. Both teams looking for their first win. Should be a good one.
Yeah, let's check out the preseason polls. In first, the Big East. Villanova's highest preseason projection since pre-COVID. So it's been some time. The Wildcats are building, and it's going to be a tough Big East. Best way to prepare yourself, challenge yourself in the non-conference.
Yeah, and I think we talked about that. That's what this team wants to do this year. You see them in the A spot this year, looking to build on that and build some momentum, hopefully with a win here today.
Let's look at the Ivy League preseason poll. The Ancient Eight teams. Columbia right in the middle of it at 4. The Lions made the postseason last year in the Ivy League. They'll look to do so again.
Yeah, finished second last year, picked in the top 4 once again this year. Struggled with a 2-1 loss to Hofstra to open the season. They go back on the road here looking to get a win here today.
So it's Villanova and Columbia when we return right here on YouTube.
At Mainline Health, we make sure that heart care is heartfelt. From murmurs to heart valve disease, we listen, we treat, we innovate. It's where your health is held alongside your humanity, where cutting-edge clinical trials meet compassion, with expertise ranging from preventive to pioneering. Because human care listens to your heartbeat and who it beats for. So if the rhythm of life changes, turn to the place where world-class isn't just nearby. It's where human care has a home.
Right here is where you make things. But the most important things you make here are memories. At Freedom, we understand what every part of your home means to you. That's why we take such a personal approach to helping veterans. So while there are lots of workshops, this one's different because it's a workshop in the garage of a home that's all yours. The home that Freedom helped you get.
Okay, fam. Quick stop in Montgomery County, but we have to be at Grandma's by 5 p.m.
Do we have time to stop at the mall?
K.O.P.
Yes!
Do we have time to hit the slopes?
Skiing at Spring Mountain.
Do we have time for Santa?
If we have time for wildlife at the zoo.
Do we have time for food?
I have a list of 1,800 restaurants.
Yum! Do we have time for an overnight?
I feel like we're forgetting something.
When you spend the holidays in Montgomery County, your other plans can wait.
Honey, call them again.
From a simple fall to game-changing moments. When life gets heavy and you are pushed to your limits, Rothman Orthopedics is here so you can enjoy what matters most. With expert doctors, cutting-edge technology, and personalized care for every patient, we help you find your rhythm again. Your mobility, our mission. Rothman Orthopedics.
Doesn't that cloud look like a giraffe?
Yeah. And that one looks like a weird bird.
A puffin, like our insurance mascot.
Speaking of the policy puffin, any update on our insurance claim?
No, not yet.
Some insurance companies are known for their mascots. At NJM, we're known for putting our policyholders first.
Want to put the tarp back up there?
I'll go get the ladder.
No jingles or mascots, just great insurance. NJM.
Doesn't that cloud look like a giraffe?
Yeah. And that one looks like a weird bird.
A puffin, like our insurance mascot.
Speaking of the policy puffin, any update on our insurance claim?
No, not yet.
Some insurance companies are known for their mascots. At NJM, we're known for putting our policyholders first.
Want to put the tarp back up there?
I'll go get the ladder.
No jingles or mascots, just great insurance. NJM.
A little over 80 degrees here today at Villanova University as the Columbia Lions come to town. There's a look at the visitors from New York City. Their coach, Tracy Bartholomew, is ushered a lot of consistency there in the Big Apple. 12th season and 8 straight winning seasons for the Lions.
Yeah, you mentioned that, Sam. She's just built this program up. You mentioned 12 years now, 8 winning seasons in a row. It's been a nice run for the Lions here, and picked 4th, as we mentioned. So maybe not up to the standards they normally are, but that's what preseason predictions are for, a chance to prove them wrong.
Yeah, they had a 1-0 lead over Hofstra on Friday, and Hofstra came back. An own goal would put the Pride up 2-1, and that's how it went. On a couple set pieces, Hofstra got the better of Columbia Friday in their season opener, with the Ivy League starting a week later in the regular season.
Yeah, and very similar to the Villanova opener here against Michigan, where Villanova went up on a PK early 1-0, and again, conceded too late, and Michigan snuck out of here with a 2-1 win. But for about 70 minutes, the Wildcats looked, they kept their shape well. They created some opportunities. That was a real well-played game. They just want probably those last 18 minutes back if they could. But here's another chance today to go out and try to get better. And that's what Coach Zim's talked about all year, continuing to improve day by day.
2-1 loss to Michigan. Went down to the 10th ranked team in the nation, the reigning national finalists, Wake Forest. A 2-0 loss to the Demon Deacons. And now they're back here at home, are the Villanova Wildcats. The first of a couple consecutive home meetings, with George Mason coming to town on Thursday. Our officials this afternoon: Philip Benson leads the crew, Jeff Odenwald and Tim Bramble to his side as we get set for action here from Villanova. Columbia with Samantha Mahoney in goal. Mahoney, the sophomore from Brookline, Massachusetts, got the start in the opener Friday. Last year backed up Lauren Rodriguez for the Lions. And Villanova with Hannah Dickinson guarding the goal line, and Dickinson's second team All-Big East last year.
And she's been a staple in the net since she transferred into the main line.
Second year here since coming over from USC, as we get this one started with a Dickinson goal kick after Columbia fires it right on down.
Here's a look at Hannah.
As Villanova tries to work ahead, immediate contact and a whistle and a foul benefiting the Wildcats.
First foul of the game. You see Columbia's going to press up the field. They're not going to give Wildcats any easy outlets. That's their style. They're going to force Villanova to make passes, but they're going to force them to go laterally instead of up the field. Wildcats will look to have to beat that press.
It was Angel Akani-Uga who had the assist on Friday for Columbia on the foul. Wildcats in white, Lions in blue. Columbia will look to build from the back. Blitzer plays it across. And chipped ahead. Teams last met in 1999, but Villanova has played its fair share of Ivy League teams. Under Samara Zem, they're 1-1-4 against Ivies. Last year going 1-0-1.
Columbia here with some early possession. Wildcats similar, pressing up the field. You see Katja is going to force a pass. Try to create some turnovers and some opportunities.
Karam's around, Palmer is on it. Facing pressure, but she sensed it.
Back to Dickinson.
Meredith Palmer, the anchor of that Villanova back line. Deemed a player to watch in the Big East this year.
It's a good move to go wide against that press. If you can get that and you beat it to down the sideline, you can create some opportunities with some crosses. Good job by Little here.
Here's Little on the move, Alex Little.
Nice run. Probably one dribble too many.
She had a really good looking chance in the opener against Michigan. Probably the best look the Wildcats created in that one, aside from the PK that they netted.
Yeah, her and Koch both had an opportunity, both getting starts today. They came off the bench in that game against Michigan. Koch with a header and Little with a ball that just got up on her shin a little bit, couldn't direct it to the corner, and the Michigan keeper made a nice save on it.
So a couple minutes in here at Villanova. Medina was fighting for it, 6 in blue, and it trickles to Villanova.
Good job by Koch to win that ball.
Played ahead, they won. Avery Nelson on the move. Nelson, lightning fast.
Little's first touch got away from her there. Just a little too strong.
Mahoney's pass blocked by Palmer. Shot back in. And will be circled around here by the Columbia Lions. Maya Tabion, the leading returning scorer for Columbia, wearing the captain armband. Senior from Sammamish, Washington.
That went out over the touchline.
Villanova. Chukwu. Clean pass. Nelson trots in, tries to get a shot off. It's a good-looking cross there. She had help on the opposite side of the 18.
Yeah, got just a half step maybe at that far post.
First looked like she was trying to put one on goal, but then Koch came into the picture.
Yeah, Chukwu had a shot and kind of let it go, and then Koch just a half step behind.
Villanova with a 5-player freshman class. Also, nearly a handful of transfers. Isabel Chukwu among them. Sophomore came over from Brown, so she's faced Columbia before.
Yeah, I think 11 new faces in total. And that's just the way it is in college sports now. You're really always kind of, I don't want to say young, but you're new. You may have sophomores and juniors and seniors, but most of these programs now are going to be new in terms of a lot of new faces coming into the roster. You see the replay there, just a half second late, maybe Koch for an opportunity at the back post.
Smarzem says Nelson, in addition to being lightning quick, tough as nails, and we've seen her make an instant impact in her rookie season at Villanova. 5th minute, Wildcats possess.
Yeah, probably the toughest position on the, a freshman striker. That is probably the biggest adjustment from high school to college, I would think. You could argue maybe net keeper as well, but in the goal, just the speed of the game.
So Chukwu playing in the middle with Palmer, or rather Nelson and Koch to either side of her for Villanova. And Columbia trying to get the offense jump-started here. Villanova battling very physically early.
And Little just always around the ball.
Blitzer taps one ahead. Medina.
It's a good ball there.
She wants a Canny-Rugga and ran out of room.
Just a tad too much pace on that pass, but it was the right idea.
So Steve, 6 minutes in, seeing Columbia trying these through balls, clearly trying to get an opportunity downfield with a few of these long outlets.
Yeah, so you got to think, they think they have a pace advantage out wide where they're trying to get their wingers down the field, which will set up those crosses, as opposed to kind of developing play down the middle of the field. Good strength by Koch there. She'll switch fields.
Neal, the right back, decides to go to Nelson. Met by Blitzer, and Villanova's got its first corner.
Good job by Nelson. It shows that pace that Coach Zem had talked about. She had one touch and ran by the defender. She's able to create a corner opportunity here.
Gabby Kaluch will step up and take the corner for the Wildcats. Against Michigan, Villanova really generated a ton of corners.
Let's see if they can convert one here.
Kaluch.
See the center backs up in the box. That one's a little bit out wide. That's almost at the 18-yard box, so probably not where Kaluch wanted that one.
Sent right back in, and it got behind Mahoney, but a whistle and a flag for offside.
think Paniccioni was ahead of the play there, and that was who it was called on. She'll head back to her fullback position.
Hawkins rips one ahead too far. Columbia with a lot of youth on its side. Layla Hawkins, second career game, second career start out of Loomis, California. And Kaluch, pass was not through, but she got knocked down for a foul.
Not seeing with the foul there from behind. You'll see it here. Anytime you come in from behind right there, catches the left leg. Good call by our referee.
Neal for Nelson. A little 1v1 with help coming. And it'll stay with the Wildcats. Neal moves it centrally. Chukwu out of play, going the other way.
Thought that might have been last touch by Columbia. The assistant referee disagreed with me.
Villanova bunches up there, nearly repossesses, but it's Columbia with some daylight in front. Javers leaves it. Javers the lone goal for the Lions this year. Sent in the middle and knocked out of there. It was a nice idea by Maya Tabian.
It's going to be a goal kick.
And last hit a Lion, but Tabian, after the Lions do push the pace, trying to get across. Here's a look.
Is that Ambrose who ran on the end of that? I couldn't get it. Couldn't make out the number.
It looks like that last hit, Akan Uraga, who was filling the middle there.
Okay, so it was 20, not 22. That's why I trust your young eyes, Sam.
Would say my eyes some days better than others, Steve.
Well, mine aren't. Mine are. That day is gone. The good ones, at least.
Fair enough.
Wildcats a little bunched up here, trying to reshape here a little bit. Good job by Palmer here to swing this the other way.
Villanova will try to work from the opposite touchline. Resettle. They're working Gambardella, the freshman for the Wildcats, second career start. And Columbia tosses in. Elder dials it back. Here's Blitzer.
Columbia's had the probably the edge in possession here early on. Only about 11 minutes in.
Medina. And placed ahead by Ferrone. Caniraga leaves it upstairs and out of play.
Yeah, cross-sailed well over the byline.
So both these teams looking for their first win of the young season. Villanova 0-2, Columbia 0-1 after starting their season Friday. So a quick turnaround for the Ivy League teams. All 8 of them are in action today, just 2 days after their respective season openers. Headed down and kept in by Villanova. And a Wildcat throw-in is upcoming. Gambardella to take a run up here. Still warm late August weather, but wind blowing.
Yeah, nice little breeze today. Makes that 80 feel a little more comfortable.
Nice turnout as well.
Yeah. All the students back. First day of classes tomorrow morning at Villanova, so just about everyone's back on campus.
A lot of cars coming into campus today, moving in, and back to action here at Villanova. So Columbia overshoots the pass there from the right back. And play back to the Villanova keeper, Dickinson. Gambardella moving up. Pops it for Chukwu. And Chukwu.
Good, showing some good pace going around her defender.
The former Brown Bear got lost in the sauce. Columbia steers it back. But Villanova pressure wins out. They'll get a throw in.
Doing a good job, especially up front. Chukwu, Koch, doing a good job putting that pressure on that back four of Columbia.
Tapped into the 18. Nice moves. There's Nelson getting fired up to make something happen. Now it's dragged ahead. And pass stretches a little too far that time. Nice work for Villanova.
Palmer there. I thought Palmer might go at goal there, and I think just got a little in between. Do I pass it? Do I shoot it? Kind of ended up in no man's land.
Blitzer with the captain's armband. Gets her way through. A little give and go. Some quick touches. Columbia keeping its shape here. Blasted down too far with Neal on the move to get it.
She'll let it.
So goal kick.
Yeah, go over to byline for a goal kick.
So early on, statistically, aside from the one Villanova corner, there's not a lot on the board. So it's really just been a possession-oriented first 15 minutes, Steve. What has stood out to you?
Not a whole lot, to be quite honest. I think Columbia's probably had a little bit better at the possession. Neither team had any great opportunities.
See if that changes here.
Yeah, Villanova trying to come with a little bit of a, getting Neal up wide here, see if she can make a run.
Plays it ahead, and it was tapped back towards Neal. She'll regain.
Little's going to win another corner. That's going to be a throw. Can't see the official down here. I think it
just glances out.
It's going to be a Columbia throw.
Oh. Tough break. Alex Little pressuring. And she had the last touch, and now the Wildcats will repossess.
Yeah, it just took a couple extra seconds of what I thought originally was going to happen. And it'll be Olivia Neal to throw in.
Here is Neal. And Nelson couldn't walk the tightrope.
It's a good takeaway.
Blitzer steps on through, battles with Little. Pressure still being applied. Medina. Tabion leaves it back. Ferrone. Her pass is grabbed cleanly.
Columbia
now there's a little bit of room.
Yeah, Columbia showed good patience there. Short passing. Able to get the ball downfield, but then an errant one. The Wildcats take over.
We've seen a fair amount of quick touches from the Lions here, trying to build something, and they've had a few quality runs.
There's a giveaway there.
Right over, yeah. Here's Columbia, 3-on-3 developing. Monsian taps it over. Tabion on goal, smothered by Dickinson.
Having a really nice move around the Wildcat defender there to get herself an opportunity for that cross that Dickinson off her line quickly to eat that one up.
Another look at that last sequence.
Nice little touch, and then good job by Dickinson. Get off her line and snare that cross.
Kaluch leaves it for Neal. Maya Tabion, someone to look out for on the scoreboard for Columbia. Last year, a 12-point year, 4 goals, 4 assists. Trying to launch Nelson. She pushes. Can she get there? Forced to be cleared out of there by Hawkins.
Yeah, you see there, you chance for the acceleration of Nelson. She gets 0 to 50 pretty quick, like the old cars they used to talk about. She can go from a standstill to a full run very quickly.
Cross headed down by Little into a crowd. Rebound chance. And that's knocked loose.
Yeah, Little's able to get a good head on that. She was striking for that far post, just a little bit off, and then deflected by the Columbia defense.
Went back to Panaccioni, but didn't quite have enough room to get that shot through as Chukwu steps through, and no foul.
No call. Koch with a good ball here to Kaluch. Just a little bit too far.
And now Villanova will look to reset its offense. Little unable to turn the corner. And her and Hawkins hit the deck.
Yeah, there's going to be a foul on little shove in the back there. Good job by Hawkins defensively.
Let's look at this last chance that Villanova created.
See, Little gets a good head on this. Just actually, I think it's the defender who gets it because Little had it pointed right towards the corner, but it came out.
Keeper Mahoney was in position, but defensively, help was there for Columbia. It's a really nice stop on that back line on that last sequence.
We're into the 20th minute. No great chances yet really either for either team.
All the way back down, Mahoney off her line to play it. Blitzer. Pass could not be kept in. Wanted Javers.
Yeah, Javers with that first touch. Just got away from her, went over the sideline.
Here's Tabion. Elder. Caniraga maintains control. Caniraga, here she comes. And forced out wide. Kate Dopsch was the one that had her steer it out the other way and let the defense get reset.
Let's see if Neal can get on the end of this, maybe get a counter. Nobody in the center of the field there. Right idea, just wrong direction.
Blitzer, the center back, steps on through. Monsian. Pass intercepted. And the Villanova back line contains.
Yeah, Panchione with a nice job there. It's going to be an offsides. The flag's up. Free kick Wildcats.
We're deep into the 21st minute here at Villanova. Neither side has put a sub on yet. We'll keep tabs on that as the Lions bench has a handful of players up.
Yeah, I don't see too many people warming up. There are a couple of Wildcats head for that now, looks like.
Dopsch set that up. Want Kaluch here.
Good header by Kaluch. Can she get on the end of this?
Outnumbered, and Mahoney to scoop it up.
Good job by Mahoney to come off her line. Not much else Kaluch could have done with that. She got the head to it, but just not enough space for her to be able to run on to the end of that. Koch with good pressure is going to force hopefully a turnover. Little was able to run it down.
I think for both sides here, they want to see some scoring chances. Obviously, they'd like to get some goals, but just getting those opportunities and creating, we'll see if either side can here in this first.
Both teams' goals this year have been from penalty kicks, so no one's kind of scored an open play yet.
Medina sifts through.
And Medina's got great quickness.
Javers. She had that lone goal in the opener Friday against Hofstra, and that's cleaned up by Villanova. Nelson heads it. Koch. It's a really nice touch there.
Chukwu can run on the end of this. This could be 3-on-3 if Koch can get up in the play, and here she comes.
Chukwu. Found a little room. Little the tap.
Neal's able to keep it in, but unable to control it. Just a little too much pace in that pass by Little.
One of the better sequences the Wildcats have had in this first half, but it's a Columbia throw-in, and we'll have our first sub of the match. Charlize Berry is who stepped up near the side there for Columbia, as both sides.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a hydration break here as everyone heads over to the sideline.
Yeah, it was more evident in the opener against Michigan that it was clearly hydration break territory. Wasn't sure if we'd quite hit that today. And evidently, it looks like we do. About 23 minutes in here on the main line. So we'll step aside, and we'll come right back for the remainder of the first half. Villanova and Columbia here on YouTube.
Doesn't that cloud look like a giraffe?
Yeah. And that one looks like a weird bird.
A puffin, like our insurance mascot.
Speaking of the policy puffin, any update on our insurance claim?
No, not yet.
Some insurance companies are known for their mascots. At NJM, we're known for putting our policyholders first.
Want to put the tarp back up there?
I'll go get the ladder.
No jingles or mascots, just great insurance. NJM.
Doesn't that cloud look like a giraffe?
Yeah. And that one looks like a weird bird.
A puffin, like our insurance mascot.
Speaking of the policy puffin, any update on our insurance claim?
No, not yet.
Some insurance companies are known for their mascots. At NJM, we're known for putting our policyholders first.
Want to put the tarp back up there?
I'll go get the ladder.
No jingles or mascots, just great insurance. NJM.
Nil-nil, Villanova and Columbia women's soccer here on YouTube. Sam Cooperman and Steve Pannone with you on this fine Sunday afternoon on the main line as both of these squads look to shape up in their non-conference action. Game 3 for Villanova and Game 2 for Columbia.
You see the Wildcats huddled up on their sideline here. Hannah Dickinson giving them some encouragement. Trying to create some more opportunities, get some chances to finish in that final third.
So far, shots have gone 2-1 in favor of Villanova. Neither side has put a shot on goal. And one corner for Villanova. That's the extent of the stats we have thus far.
This game's been primarily played in the middle third of the pitch. And it could be one of those games where whoever makes that first mistake, whoever flinches first, could end up giving up a costly goal.
During the break, 3 subs, 2 for Columbia, 1 for Villanova. Hannah Curtin in for the Wildcats for Morgan Koch. Additionally, Charlize Berry comes in for Sophia Ambrose, and you also have Turner in for Javers. So those are the 3 subs. Aoife Turner, sophomore out of Los Altos, California for the Lions, as we have a whistle here with a Lion down on the pitch. It's Blitzer.
I think Curtin got herself involved in the game there. She picks up her early foul.
Curtin didn't play Thursday in the loss at Wake. She had a really impactful first game here against Michigan. She was the one that had the run that set up Villanova's lone goal this year on the PK from Cardo. Amalia Cardo scored that opening goal against Michigan, 70th minute, but the Wolverines would come back to win that 2-1 a week and a half ago here. Columbia will head a steam ahead. That was Turner, who just came on.
Yeah, so she's got fresh legs. She showed it there.
Shot all the way back down, forcing Elder to let it go. Columbia Lions here with their keeper, Samantha Mahoney. Heavy pressure in the middle And ultimately will be called a foul on Kaluch. Or rather, Curtin.
Yeah, so she's picked up 2. Good thing it's not basketball. She'd probably have to go to the bench here in the first half with 2 fouls.
Hannah Curtin, another former Ivy League player. Grad transfer coming over from Winchester, Massachusetts, and Dartmouth. Somebody who her coach says has a nose for goals and displayed that with the Big Green. 10 goals and 9 assists, 29 points in 3 years at Dartmouth as a starter. Villanova throw here, 26th minute. And another Wildcat toss. It's a Columbia player that's going to be added on in a moment. Villanova looking for something in the final third, and they're going to get a free kick here. Curtin has been in the center of the action since she's come along. Actually, that time it was Kaluch. So Dobbs will take the kick.
Should be able to get this into the box. Let's see. Wildcats can get on the end. That might be too close to the keeper. Oh.
Got loose. And whistle and play is stopped. Mahoney hits the turf after she tried to catch that ball and ran into a Villanova player. Both a little shaken up for a moment. So really strong drive by Dobbs that time. I believe that was Palmer that was playing up.
Yeah, you get your center backs up on this and just, yes, she took a good shot in the ribs. Unintentional by Mahoney. Mahoney going on the way down, caught her right in the ribs.
Palmer goes back to her center back perch.
She seems to be holding up okay, but that one didn't feel too good, I'm sure.
Definitely could sting. Amalia Cardo waiting to check in for Villanova. So Samara Zem having her check in as a substitute here as this first half starts to wind and Columbia draws the foul. Few whistles here in the last couple minutes, but overall the officials so far have let them play.
Yep.
Here's a look at the last sequence.
It's a good call. It's a foul.
On Paniccioni, got to call that. Blitzer working with Elder. Villanova takeaway, they'll look for a run.
Good job by Nelson to get it out wide to Little.
Puts the Jets on, and that's a little too far for Curtin.
Right idea, just probably a yard ahead.
Kaluch meets the ball for Villanova and forces the pass back. Turner sees an opening. Medina's got it.
She's got great pace. Not a good, that ball looked like it went over the touchline.
Really nice cut that time by Crystal Medina. First year from Corona, California.
Couple more subs for Columbia, so they're using their bench here in the 29th minute.
Looks like Maya Beltran was just inserted in for the Lions. There's Beltran, plays it out. Akani Rugga. Unable to get by Gambardella, the left back.
Yeah, it's a nice job there, because it looked like she had an opportunity to cross that ball. Gambardella's able to get a foot on it. Get it over the touchline.
Gambardello, one of the 5 freshmen here at Villanova on their team this year. An outside back where Coach Samara Zem says can serve it into the box. So she's been an impact player early on in the first 3 matches. 29th minute coming to an end. Cross picked up by Dickinson.
Good toss up here to Nelson.
Wanted Curtin, who was boxed out by Blitzer. And here is a Villanova substitute. Paniccioni checks out. And for the first time, Olivia Marone, junior out of Marlton, New Jersey, is in for Villanova.
So slot into the midfield.
Mentioned Beltran before. She came in for Sammy Monsian. Additionally, first time Columbia's put the first-year midfielder Lily Hutchings out there.
Good job by Olivia Neal to take it away.
Beltran the collection and the dish ahead. Hutchings, quick pass. Lions moving and grooving here. Looking for a cross. And that collision warrants no whistle. Villanova takes it back over. Kaluch.
Doesn't have numbers really, everyone was back.
Kaluch read it and stepped in. But the Lions across midfield are looking to strike here before halftime.
Here's
dangerous play.
Oh, they're going to call the foul.
Curtin
Again.
had an opening as Blitzer tried to spin off her.
She didn't quite get the ball, probably got the back heel.
Justina Blitzer shakes that off as a free kick is coming. Here's a look.
Yeah, right there, just got the right leg. Otherwise, she had been one-on-one with the keeper, Mahoney.
And they got a yellow on Hannah Curtin for that. So that's the first booking of the day. Columbia will work it back around. Turner sent it back for Elder. Medina keeps it on her foot.
You're going to play the advantage.
Medina leaves it ahead.
Good job by Neal to get back into play.
Fights off Beltran and knocked to the side. But the Lions continuing to work. Cross picked up by Dickinson off the foot of Charlize Berry.
Credit Olivia Neal, not giving up on that play. You see her there, and she made a valiant run back. You'll see her in the bottom of your screen there. Not giving up, and just a good job using her body to position herself in a way where she can turn that to the outside.
Ani Safarian out of Red Hook, New York. She has come on for Columbia as well. Whistle here. And the Lions push forward. Free kick.
Dobbs is going to get called for that. She gave it away and then grabbed onto the Columbia player, probably wisely, not to give up something, but it'll be a free kick for the Lions here. See here, she's got to take it away right there.
Tried a little swim move, and the wraparound was called.
I think Beltran who got it. Yeah, 4. So an interesting spot here in the center of the pitch.
Maya Tabion will take the kick.
Say about 28 to 30 yards out.
You lined up with that Big East logo you see in the bottom left of your screen. But dead center, Tabion goes for goal. But right there is Dickinson to pull it down.
Yeah, Tabion would love to get that towards the corner. That was right at Dickinson. She saw it the whole way. Able to make the easy save.
Get a quick glimpse at it here. Nothing challenging for the veteran netminder. Meanwhile, Cardo pushes ahead the other way for Villanova.
And Nelson run it down. She can.
Does. Yeah, that's some real speed. Back for Neal.
Good
Chips
chip.
it across. And cleared out of there initially, but Kaluch is on it. Villanova still pushing. Kaluch. Popped up. And Blitzer heads it down, finds her teammate Medina.
So some back and forth action here. Both teams getting some opportunities.
Last shot by Tabion registers as the first shot on goal of this game. Mahoney wasn't sure if she can grab it or not. It was just at the edge of the 18, popped up by Curtin overhead.
Great idea, just a little too much pace on that shot as Curtin turned, tried to lob it over the goaltender Mahoney, but it just ended up on the top netting. Really nice thought here, because I thought she's off her line. You see Mahoney out of the, and she just tries to drop it in over. It's probably about a yard too much, maybe 2 yards too much. It ends up on the top of the netting.
And it looked like Mahoney was ready to kick it out of there, but then Blitzer stepped into the picture, and the miscommunication led to a chance for Curtin.
Yeah, and that was right at the top of the box, too, so I don't know if Mahoney thought maybe I'm outside the box. Obviously, you can't use your hands there. So a little bit of miscommunication, but Columbia fortunate not to give up one.
35th minute, Lions moving along the other way. Through ball nearly gets through.
Palmer just got enough of that. Kaluch coming back to help.
Barry's pass knocked back, and Lions work here. Hawkins got that in and sent aside by Kaluch. Blitzer, back line of Columbia playing up now. They can sense an opportunity coming. Barry to the corner, too far.
Much pace goal kick for the Wildcats.
So pace of play opening up a little bit. Seeing a bit of end-to-end action over the last few minutes. The wind also bustling through.
Been kind of helping Columbia this way this half, so the Wildcats, if that remains the same, will have that advantage in the second half, as we have a little less than 10 minutes to go here in the first, as we enter the 36th minute.
Didn't see her come on for Villanova, but evidently she's on the field. Kayla Raghunandanan is out there for the Wildcats, so didn't see when she checked in and for who, but all of a sudden I'm like, that's Kayla.
Yeah. And I missed that as well. And I'll let you say her name again.
Raghunandanan.
Can I call her Kayla for the rest of the game?
That's her name. You most certainly can. Yeah, she's been a nice-looking defender here for Villanova as Columbia marches in, and they'll get their first corner.
She's another one of those freshmen that Sam's talked about.
Yeah, out of the Pennington School, they had a big crowd for that opener. Her and her sister Maya, who plays for Michigan, they played each other in the season opener here last week. And the whole Pennington girls soccer team was here cheering on Maya and Kayla. Really fun battle between the two. Both played well as the Columbia Lions look to pounce here.
Yeah, we've seen Gambardella, we've seen Nelson.
Here's Elder to take the corner.
Now Kayla's the third freshman out there.
Dickinson punches it.
That's a good job by Dickinson.
Tabion goes on goal a little high.
And she tried to volley that one. That's a pretty good effort from where she was on the pitch. A couple more substitutions. McChukwu will take a little break. Let's see who's coming on for her.
Another look at that volley. So opportunity goes astray for Columbia. Off target from Tabion. The Wildcats look to get something started here.
Might be Caroline Graham, I believe, who's on. Number 5.
So Graham for Chukwu. Villanova getting some fresh legs on that front line, hoping that if they get their opportunity, they can break through and score before halftime. Knocked out of there by Palmer. Cardo running for it. Beautiful ball. Here's Curtin. Nobody in front of her. Curtin, just her and the keeper, goes for goal, and she scores!
The flag stays down, so this is going to count. That's a well-timed run by Curtin. The head referee is going to go over and talk to the assistant. But as of now, it's 1-0 Wildcats. Let's take a look and see if we can get a look at this. I think she's onside from that angle.
Looks like it. Coach says she is a nose for goals. Gets one there.
It's a really good finish here, right to the corner. Beats the keeper down low, about 2 inches inside the left post.
Hannah Curtin, her 11th career goal, her first.
Yeah, they're going to take a look at this, Sam. From that one angle, which was not a great angle right down the line, I think she's onside. But they are going to take a look at this.
And you need it to be conclusive, so I think in our book it's a goal. We'll see if it stands, believe it will, but they're going to take the time to look as Curtin from Cardo.
I was going to say, it was Cardo with a beautiful ball, and I think a well-timed run by Curtin as she split the two center backs and got on the end of that.
So now that's third point of the year from Cardo. Look at this.
There's Cardo there, and the ball's already been played, and I think she's even with the defender when the ball had already been played, so I think this is going to stand. I'd be very, very surprised if this is ruled no goal.
Real separation from Curtin. That's the first goal she's registered. She created the chance for Cardo in that Michigan game where she drew the PK. And this time Villanova gets a goal as the Cardo through ball went right on through to the streaking Curtin. And for Columbia, that one has to sting a little bit after they were really putting the pressure on over the last few minutes.
Yeah, and they got caught. The center backs got caught a little high. And Cardo found a hole, and then Curtin, I think, with a well-timed run. Let's see if looks like they're out, and I think, let's see if we get a signal from the officials. I see the ball at the center spot, so that's going to be a goal.
Philip Benson and his crew make the decision, and it is indeed a goal. The Wildcats and Hannah Curtin are on the board first.
So 39th minute.
And Curtin, one of the two Ivy League transfers. She's a grad transfer from Dartmouth. She comes in a veteran with a lot of starting experience.
And Cardo, the sophomore, with a beautiful ball, splitting the two center backs, and then just well run and timed by Curtin, and then a great finish. You talk about taking advantage of your opportunity, Sam, and Wildcats probably their best chance, and Curtin didn't miss it.
Carter leaves that. She's got Graham, and that'll stretch too far.
So that'll be Cardo's second point of the year because she had the goal back in the opener, the PK against Michigan. Now a goal and assist for her, and Curtin with her first goal as a Wildcat. We mentioned she had a bunch up at Dartmouth. Now she's on the board as a Wildcat.
That's a welcome sign for Villanova. Wildcats have been close in their first two games against really stiff competition. They play a good Ivy League team here in Columbia, and they get the initial goal, but the Lions will try and answer the bell here. 40th minute here at Villanova. Cleared out by Palmer. Defense readjusts.
Be a throw in for Columbia. Wildcats need to do a good job defending here. They got that lead against Michigan and then gave one right back in about 3 minutes, so they love to finish this half out.
Curtin chugs, gets there, and that'll be Columbia on the throw-in as she battles Blitzer. Justina Blitzer, the senior out of Ann Arbor, Michigan, going head-to-head with Curtin on that scramble. And no, they'll say Villanova's got it.
You know, they're going to give it right back off of Curtin. Her one touch just too strong and over to sideline. Wildcats with a turnover here. Curtin.
One in Marone, and she was fought off the ball. Columbia Lions here in the visiting blue kits. Stone breaks it up. Back with Villanova. Here's Kaluch. Crosses for Nelson over her head. Avery Nelson, the freshman striker. Rachel Chung with that last throw-in, her first appearance of the year for the Lions. And her first career appearance. First year from Virginia.
Back to Mahoney. Good ball in the center of the field there.
Ball clean to Berry. 1v1 on Neal.
Neal forces her wide.
And Berry tried to shoulder her way through. Kept in. Pass across. Blasted out of there.
Good job by Curtin coming back to take that away, but it's over the touchline.
Kayla Raghunandanan was the one who cleared that out of harm's way as the ball was approaching the goal line. Chung. Pass. Broken up. And another clearance here in the 43rd.
Columbia looking for that equalizer here before the half, putting some good pressure on Villanova.
And there's Raghunandanan in the right spot.
They did a good job coming over from that left back position.
Centering pass. Beautiful chance here. Left-footed strike, no.
I think Dickinson had that covered.
So it looks like Columbia thought it would have a pretty good chance there.
Yes, it's a good strike. Looking for that far corner. Might have went wide, but Dickinson had it covered. I like the tandem of Cardo and Kaluch in midfield. I think they've done a good job. Cardo, we talked about with the assist she had, but her and Kaluch together.
Up in the air and initially hauled in, and the whistle blew first. So Mahoney was unable to catch it cleanly, but that was because of the contact, and that play is shut down.
Yeah, Caroline Graham right in on that. Looks like, let's see, I think Mahoney will have her hands on it first. Yes, she does, so that's a good call. But Graham still fighting in there.
Hoping the ball would drop and there would be something. That last shot before was Nicole Kim for Columbia, first year out of San Jose, California. Her first career appearance.
Last minute to play here in the first half. Columbia looking for that equalizer.
Tabion with the tap. Beltran leaves the pass through, flags up offside.
That ball ended up hitting the bar. Wouldn't have, to no avail with the offsides call, but a nice turn and finish.
Referee watching closely as these final seconds, Villanova with the 39th minute tally. First goal is a Wildcat for Hannah Curtin on the assist from Amalia Cardo. Puts Villanova up 1-0, and Dickinson taking her time here, and one goal kicked down to close the half. A productive first 45 minutes for the Villanova Wildcats. They outlast Columbia with a few good chances for the Lions, and they break through with the Hannah Curtin goal. 1-0 Villanova, halfway home here at Higgins. We'll step aside and come right back here on YouTube.
At Mainline Health, we make sure that heart care is heartfelt. From murmurs to heart valve disease, we listen, we treat, we innovate. It's where your health is held alongside your humanity, where cutting-edge clinical trials meet compassion, with expertise ranging from preventive to pioneering. Because human care listens to your heartbeat and who it beats for. So if the rhythm of life changes, turn to the place where world-class isn't just nearby. It's where human care has a home.
Right here is where you make things. But the most important things you make here are memories. At Freedom, we understand what every part of your home means to you. That's why we take such a personal approach to helping veterans. So while there are lots of workshops, this one's different because it's a workshop in the garage of a home that's all yours. The home that Freedom helped you get.
Okay, fam. Quick stop in Montgomery County, but we have to be at Grandma's by 5 p.m.
Do we have time to stop at the mall?
K.O.P.
Yes!
Do we have time to hit the slopes?
Skiing at Spring Mountain.
Do we have time for Santa?
If we have time for wildlife at the zoo.
Do we have time for food?
I have a list of 1,800 restaurants.
Yum! Do we have time for an overnight?
I feel like we're forgetting something.
When you spend the holidays in Montgomery County, your other plans can wait.
Honey, call them again.
From a simple fall to game-changing moments. When life gets heavy and you are pushed to your limits, Rothman Orthopedics is here so you can enjoy what matters most. With expert doctors, cutting-edge technology, and personalized care for every patient, we help you find your rhythm again. Your mobility, our mission. Rothman Orthopedics.
1-0 the score, halftime here at Villanova University. Wildcats with a Hannah Curtin goal to open the scoring, coming in the 39th minute. Sam Cooperman and Steve Pannone here with you, and let's look at what else is happening here as our scoreboard around the Big East. Final just across the way at St. Joe's on Hawk Hill. St. John's comes to town and gets a win over the Hawks. Meanwhile, Butler and Purdue in action in West Lafayette. 1-1 the score over there. Everything else still to come here today.
Yeah, you see the Battle of New Jersey's there. Ryder and Seton Hall will go, and then Georgetown and Virginia Tech. Then the Battle of Chicago. So a lot of local rivalries, which you like to see this time of year. Providence and Northeastern, not too far. Providence to Boston. Short trip up I-95.
And most of the Big East matchups, everybody local. Even the late games tonight, Xavier and Cincinnati, Marquette and Wisconsin, all staying regional. So halftime here, our score 1-0, Wildcats in front. We'll step aside and look forward to the second half after this.
At Mainline Health, we make sure that heart care is heartfelt. From murmurs to heart valve disease, we listen, we treat, we innovate. It's where your health is held alongside your humanity, where cutting-edge clinical trials meet compassion, with expertise ranging from preventive to pioneering. Because human care listens to your heartbeat and who it beats for. So if the rhythm of life changes, turn to the place where world-class isn't just nearby. It's where human care has a home.
Right here is where you make things. But the most important things you make here are memories. At Freedom, we understand what every part of your home means to you. That's why we take such a personal approach to helping veterans. So while there are lots of workshops, this one's different because it's a workshop in the garage of a home that's all yours. The home that Freedom helped you get.
Okay, fam. Quick stop in Montgomery County, but we have to be at Grandma's by 5 p.m.
Do we have time to stop at the mall?
K.O.P.
Yes!
Do we have time to hit the slopes?
Skiing at Spring Mountain.
Do we have time for Santa?
If we have time for wildlife at the zoo.
Do we have time for food?
I have a list of 1,800 restaurants.
Yum! Do we have time for an overnight?
I feel like we're forgetting something.
When you spend the holidays in Montgomery County, your other plans can wait.
Honey, call them again.
From a simple fall to game-changing moments. When life gets heavy and you are pushed to your limits, Rothman Orthopedics is here so you can enjoy what matters most. With expert doctors, cutting-edge technology, and personalized care for every patient, we help you find your rhythm again. Your mobility, our mission. Rothman Orthopedics.
Back to Higgins Soccer Complex, 1-0 Villanova. Halftime score here, women's soccer on the Villanova Athletics YouTube channel. Sam Cooperman and Steve Pannone with you. And let's look at our first half highlights. Villanova and Columbia on this beautiful Sunday. Few chances for each of these teams, Steve, but for the most part, they've been shut down.
Yeah, they were able to get on the end of this cross, just not directed towards goal. Good defending there by the Wildcat center back as well. Here's another chance for Columbia as well. And Dickinson, good job, come off her line and smother that.
Anna Dickinson has been ready. A few crafty moves that time. Maya Tabion set it up.
Yeah, it looked like Neal had that well marked. This is when right on line from the center of the pitch. I think Dickinson had this one lined up the whole way, right at her, and had good vision on it.
Here was one of Villanova's few chances. A bit of a misplay there.
Yeah.
Mahoney came off her line, but Curtin couldn't pop it home.
She
But
tried to pitch it, drop it in over the goalkeeper, but just about 2 yards too far and ended up on the top netting.
yeah, Curtin came in off the bench. She was very active, and here is where she broke through off the lead ball from Cardo.
And now a really nice finish here. She keeps her composure. Two Columbia Lions chasing her down, but she's able to keep her composure and a solid strike into the corner.
Get Curtin on the run, and Curtin delivers. Villanova's second goal of the year, their first of the day, and the only goal we've had through 45 minutes. Let's take a look at our stats in this one as the Wildcats and Lions square off here at Campolo Field, and pretty even overall. Each team with a corner, shots dead even, one yellow on Villanova. It was Curtin that actually picked that up as well. And that's what we have statistically so far.
She's all over the score sheet, so to speak, in
Yes.
every way you want. But this game's really been played in the middle third of the field for the most part. As you see, just 4 shots for each team, 2 saves for Villanova, and just 1 corner for each team. So it's really been a midfield-type game, and the Wildcats taking chance of that one golden opportunity, and Curtin able to give them the 1-0 lead here at the half.
Each team looking for their first win of the year. We'll see who, if any, can get it. We'll find out when we come back. Second half is on tap here from Higgins on YouTube.
At Mainline Health, we make sure that heart care is heartfelt. From murmurs to heart valve disease, we listen, we treat, we innovate. It's where your health is held alongside your humanity, where cutting-edge clinical trials meet compassion, with expertise ranging from preventive to pioneering. Because human care listens to your heartbeat and who it beats for. So if the rhythm of life changes, turn to the place where world-class isn't just nearby. It's where human care has a home.
Right here is where you make things. But the most important things you make here are memories. At Freedom, we understand what every part of your home means to you. That's why we take such a personal approach to helping veterans. So while there are lots of workshops, this one's different because it's a workshop in the garage of a home that's all yours. The home that Freedom helped you get.
Okay, fam. Quick stop in Montgomery County, but we have to be at Grandma's by 5 p.m.
Do we have time to stop at the mall?
KOP!
Yes!
Do we have time to hit the slopes?
Skiing at Spring Mountain.
Do we have time for Santa?
If we have time for wildlife at the zoo!
Do we have time for food?
I have a list of 1,800 restaurants.
Yum! Do we have time for an overnight?
I feel like we're forgetting something.
When you spend the holidays in Montgomery County, your other plans can wait.
Honey, call them again.
From a simple fall to game-changing moments. When life gets heavy and you are pushed to your limits, Rothman Orthopedics is here so you can enjoy what matters most. With expert doctors, cutting-edge technology, and personalized care for every patient, we help you find your rhythm again. Your mobility, our mission. Rothman Orthopedics.
At Mainline Health, we make sure that heart care is heartfelt. From murmurs to heart valve disease, we listen, we treat, we innovate. It's where your health is held alongside your humanity, where cutting-edge clinical trials meet compassion, with expertise ranging from preventive to pioneering. Because human care listens to your heartbeat and who it beats for. So if the rhythm of life changes, turn to the place where world-class isn't just nearby. It's where human care has a home.
Right here is where you make things. But the most important things you make here are memories. At Freedom, we understand what every part of your home means to you. That's why we take such a personal approach to helping veterans. So while there are lots of workshops, this one's different because it's a workshop in the garage of a home that's all yours. The home that Freedom helped you get.
Okay, fam. Quick stop in Montgomery County, but we have to be at Grandma's by 5 p.m.
Do we have time to stop at the mall?
KOP!
Yes!
Do we have time to hit the slopes?
Skiing at Spring Mountain.
Do we have time for Santa?
If we have time for wildlife at the zoo!
Do we have time for food?
I have a list of 1,800 restaurants.
Yum! Do we have time for an overnight?
I feel like we're forgetting something.
When you spend the holidays in Montgomery County, your other plans can wait.
Honey, call them again.
From a simple fall to game-changing moments. When life gets heavy and you are pushed to your limits, Rothman Orthopedics is here so you can enjoy what matters most. With expert doctors, cutting-edge technology, and personalized care for every patient, we help you find your rhythm again. Your mobility, our mission. Rothman Orthopedics.
Second half is about to get going here. Columbia and Villanova women's soccer for you here on YouTube. And looking at this second half, Steve, the teams, we went through it on the stats, you saw it in the highlights, very evenly matched. What do you make of what each team needs to do here as this wind continues to blow?
Yeah,
through?
I think if you're Villanova, the last time you were on this pitch, you had a 1-0 lead in the 70th minute, and it didn't finish the way you wanted it to. So you want to finish. I think you hear about coaches talking about that in a lot of different sports. You're going to finish. So I think they want to see a complete another 45 minutes. You want to stay on the front foot here. Try to go get a second one. Try to get two, and if you're Columbia, you may have to press up a little bit, push up, try to get that equalizer, and then try to battle your way if you can pick up two. Obviously, Villanova gave up two in the game here. Now, if you can go get even, the momentum goes to you. So it'll be interesting to see. I think the next goal obviously will be huge in this game.
So Columbia and Villanova get set to start the second half. Hannah Curtin, we mentioned her a whole lot. She scored the lone goal for Villanova. Taps to Cardo, the two who linked up on that goal, as Villanova starts with possession.
Yeah, both of those players came off the bench today, and they'll stay out there to start the second half.
And both teams trying to find their optimal lineups here in the non-conference.
Yeah, because, obviously Columbia played 9 players off the bench.
Medina here for the Lions. Get a touch for Tabion from Beltran. Well played. Tabion. Trying to shake off a few Wildcats and finds its way back to the Villanova back line. Medina shut down that time.
Good job by Little.
Little out there to start the second for Villanova. It's been an option up front as Curtin will set up what looks to be a throw-in right adjacent to the corner for Villanova.
Just went outside on the touchline as opposed to the byline there right at the corner flag. So it'll be a throw-in Wildcats.
Bring the right back Olivia Neal up to sling it in. Curtin was fought off. Beltran stepped in front of and slid off target that time as Villanova and Palmer.
Yeah, you don't usually see her up in the attacking final third like that from her center back position, but on that long throw, she gave it a shot. Now she sprints back to her center back position at midfield.
We've seen her involved upfield now. This is the second time. The first time there was a ball that was sent into the box on a free kick, and Palmer was at the center of it. She was the target back
you'll
post.
See her with her size in those set pieces, trying to get on the end of a cross or a corner.
She's going to be really important for Villanova this year as Chukwu will be called on the foul.
Wildcats not really agreeing with that call. To no avail.
Tabion. And Villanova throw-in coming up here for Gambardella, the left back.
Yeah, she did a nice job there, not letting anyone get around her.
Stretches too far, but off of Turner and Columbia.
Take it another one here. Wildcats just marching this ball down the sideline here. They pick up about 25 yards. Tay will get another throw in.
Chukwu finds Curtin. And it's free. Steered out of there, Marone.
Good job being first to the ball.
Dopsch, crossfield pass. Wanted Little.
Yeah, Little zigged in and the ball zagged out. Just a little bit of miscommunication. She was coming into the middle of the pitch and that ball went in out over her head towards the touchline.
Blitzer. It's headed into open space. Marone. Palmer drags it other side. Has some options in front of her. Gambardella.
Yeah, plays a square ball. Gambardella gonna knock it out over the sideline.
50th minute here at Villanova. The 39th minute goal from Hannah Curtin is the difference on the scoreboard, with both these teams looking for that first win of the 2025 season. Tabion. Beltran wanted to go a little back heel pass, but Chukwu reads it.
And she gives it away. It's a little back and forth here in midfield. Neither team really maintaining possession.
Runs through Tabion. Leaves that to the side. Blitzer makes a run. Medina, her through ball easily picked up by Dickinson.
Wildcat back four kept their shape well there. As they were up high enough where Dickinson's able to run on to the end of that before someone can make a run to the box. Look at that free kick. A little bit of wind helping it, but that cover 3/4 of the field.
Yeah, so the wind, gusts hitting double digits, so noticeable, and will be pushing in Villanova's favor here in the second half. Arcaniaraga plays it back and is looking for the return feed. Takes a funky hop. Tabion controls. Up ahead, Beltran spins. One more pass. Berry, shot saved. Dickinson got low to make the save.
It's a really good save by Dickinson. Really, everything before the shot came, her cutting down that angle and then staying low, being aggressive with the hands out. Nothing doesn't get through her legs here. She does a good job cutting down the angle and then right down in a good crouch position, get those hands out in front. Probably the best save of the day for Hannah Dickinson.
It was Javers, not Berry, beg your pardon on that shot. Javers, who's got the lone Lions goal this year.
Yeah, so you know she can find the back of the net.
Go right back to her. Javers. She ran right into Dopsch. And things break down. And referees blow their whistles.
Not sure what we have here.
And there seems to be some onlooking from both sidelines here as to what the situation is. Looks like it'll just be a free kick for Columbia.
Yeah, not sure what that was all about.
Because it wasn't an offside call. Flag was never raised. And maybe there must have been a foul, I guess. Play on here. Curtin forcing the issue. She's outnumbered, but not outworked. Keeper Mahoney. It's a little time to work with it.
Yep, good press there. Forced the turnover. Little's going to win a corner. Good job by Curtin. She's been everywhere today. We talked about her involvement in this game, and she's been everywhere defensively. She's picked up a couple fouls. She's got a yellow card. She's got a goal. She's been active, to say the least.
There you see Hannah Curtin, center of your picture, 35 in white. A welcome addition for the Villanova Wildcats as Panaccioni will step over to take the corner.
And both Dobbs and Palmer up just outside the 6-yard box.
Panaccioni, another transfer coming over from Santa Clara.
That's a good ball.
Handed out by Columbia. Curtin regains. Pass for Neal. And that's sent to the vacant corner. Can a Wildcat run it down? Panaccioni is playing with it there. Found Chukwu. And knocked out of play. Wildcat throw-in. So a few potential opportunities there for Villanova. Their second corner of the day.
Yeah, they need to do that. They just can't sit back and let Columbia kind of control the tempo of this game. Keep the pressure on. And they've been able to force a few turnovers from the Lions.
Columbia throw-in.
Going to call a foul on Chukwu, I think. Yes, they did. A little shove in the back.
So here are the Lions on the restart. Beltran trying to fight her way through the midfield. Medina gets it. To Javers. And Columbia keeps. Neal's clearance is grabbed by the Lions. Arcaniaraga steps around Gambardella. It's good help that time. Dopsch clears.
That's your center backs. That's where they're supposed to be.
Arcaniaraga working to that end line. Cardo. And sent up by Chukwu. Foul was called.
I think it's going to be against Villanova, so this will be an interesting free kick for Columbia.
Defending set piece is such a crucial part of this game, as Villanova will be tasked with that here. Dima Elder, the sophomore right back.
Going to be a two-person wall for Villanova. You see Columbia right at the 18-yard box trying to run on one. Someone's trying to run someone onto the end of this. There it is.
It got loose, and the shot was never delivered.
Marone able to get it out of there.
First, Javers had a beat on it, and then Akaniruga. Neither put a shot on net. Turner will throw in, as you see right here, what transpired.
Cardo wins it. Little going to poke it ahead, but she's forced off the ball.
57th minute here at Villanova. Wildcats and Lions meeting. Game 2 of the year for Columbia. Game 3 for Villanova. Neither side with a win under their belt yet. Medina gallops ahead, and that ball is claimed by Beltran. Well done,
Yeah,
Javers.
Columbia with some good opportunities here.
Puts the brakes on, gets around Neal.
It's a good job by Javers, though. Stop, back dribble, get it off with the left foot, just too close to Dickinson. Was in the right position as usual.
It made something out of nothing there, but Dickinson routine play.
Wildcat is just not enough possession here so far in the second half. 13 minutes or so in.
Villanova pushes through. Little steering the offense. Chukwu. And she couldn't regather the ball, but it's back for Little. Goes for goal and off target.
That was deflected. I think that should be a corner, but they're going to call a goal kick. I thought the Columbia defender got a piece of that.
It was Aoife Turner who had the breakup. You see her center of your screen.
And Gabby Colucci is going to come back on for Marone.
Marone with some impactful plays for Villanova.
And gives Colucci the rest, and now she should be fresh maybe for the last 30 minutes or so.
And here's that last play. There was Turner with the breakup. Pokes it. There's Little. Does that hit a line? You can't really see from that.
Not a great angle. Just thought it was lifted up, but.
Dopsch applying some pressure, forcing it to be back with the center back blitzer. Up the touchline, Javers controls, but out of play.
And there's Neal as always. Very seldom you find Olivia Neal out of position.
Veteran outside back Olivia Neal moved to the right side this year, was left back last year in her first year at Villanova. Came over from Campbell after playing nearly 50 games there for the Campbell Fighting Camels. About to enter the 60th minute. Villanova late first half goal from Hannah Curtin has stood tall so far. Looks like it's going to be a Villanova throw-in. Columbia didn't sense that at first. And they'll get reorganized.
Yeah, okay, Villanova got a little too far out the touchline there for that throw-in. The referee's going to push him back a few yards.
Neal. Medina tried to scoot through. Neal with the physicality. And back with Columbia. Javers to Medina. Turner up to it. Aoife Turner met by Isabel Chukwu. Akaniraga unable to spin off Gambardella that time, but it does lead to being a corner. So a corner opportunity for the Lions, their second of the day. Dima Elder.
Yeah, well, she'll be the one to take it.
Hannah Dickinson orchestrating the back line there, defending the set piece.
They go short.
Sent in. Dickinson punches it out. She's off her line. Tabion just played one into no man's land there.
That was the right spot. Dickinson wasn't able to get a clean punch on it, but did get enough to disrupt it.
That ball's just sitting there. It's always so dangerous. Tabion controls. Big cross. And nearly had a runner that time. I think it was Monsian who was the target.
And it's going to be goal kick Villanova. Neil might have bumped heads there. See if she's okay. See her, I think she's just fixing her hair, but she also took one.
Here's another look. It's a high, powerful cross. Sammy Monsiani.
The Wildcats can put something together here. A little possession, create some opportunities. It's been all Columbia this half.
Villanova speeds ahead. Nelson.
You almost could tell it's Nelson just by that pace she has. I couldn't quite see the number 6, but I could tell who it was. She's got that extra gear.
A real nice addition to this Wildcats team as Columbia will take a goal kick. A mix of veterans and younger players. It's always what you want. Nice balance. It's the Columbia Lions searching for their first goal of the day. Won't have it here. Gambardella. Canaccioni.
So the ball crossed the touchline, went out. So it'll be a throw in for the Lions.
Turner, short throw. And it's loose. It'll be another Lion throw in.
Good pressure from Cardo.
Blitzer. They work it through. Aoife Turner. Shot fading away, won't go from Javers. Hannah Dickinson cradles and will wait this out here.
Good fundamentals there by Dickinson. Get the hands out in front, get the legs down, get the knees to the ground. Nothing gets through you.
Javers really impressive with a few different moves in the second half. Evelyn Javers.
And she can create on her own.
A first-year player out of Bethesda, Maryland. She connected with Akaniraga in the Hofstra game on Friday for the Lions' first goal of the year.
Interesting header by Panaccioni. I think she took a foul, took a shot there. It's going to be a free kick Wildcats.
Here in the 65th as Dopsch is ready to take.
See if she can get this into the box from there.
Long kick. Headed out. Lions conceded an 81st minute goal off a deep free kick on Friday to Hofstra. Hit the back of a member of the defense and went in. It was a tough break for the Lions. Just a kick that was popped into a crowd and ended up going across the goal line, and that would be the winning goal for Hofstra.
And Morgan Koch will come on, and they'll give Curtin a well-deserved break.
Gambardella found the head of Nelson, but into the 6. Mahoney will slow things down. Out of play, Villanova throw-in. So Morgan Koch, she got the start today. As you mentioned, Steve Curtin comes off.
Yeah, they pretty much, I guess, split time. As Koch got the first 25 minutes, and then Curtin's probably played the next 50, and now it'll be maybe Koch to finish it off.
Villanova with some depth this year, and they're hoping that they're going to be able to keep that depth throughout the season. Nelson on the run from Neal. Pass was sent in towards Koch. It's jarred loose.
Cardo still with it.
Gambardella steps up.
It's the best the Wildcats have looked this half.
It's a good challenge from Akani Rugga. Warren Javers as Dopsch flicks it over. Back with Neal here. Neal sends one in. Oh, it hit the foot of Cardo and goes out of play.
Yeah, she went that way. She went at that with her right foot. Maybe a better play is get it with your left foot because the ball will travel a little further and give you a little bit more angle there. But easy to say from up here. But if that won't let it travel, try to get out. So you see she puts the right foot out. Maybe she can get the left foot to it. Gives her a little bit more of an angle at the net. But a nice try, a nice cross and a really good try there by Cardo.
Hydration break. We'll step aside and come right back. Villanova and Columbia here on YouTube.
Doesn't that cloud look like a giraffe?
Yeah. And that one looks like a weird bird.
A puffin, like our insurance mascot.
Speaking of the policy puffin, any update on our insurance claim?
No, not yet.
Some insurance companies are known for their mascots. At NJM, we're known for putting our policy holders first.
Want to put the tarp back up there?
I'll go get the ladder.
No jingles or mascots, just great insurance. NJM.
Doesn't that cloud look like a giraffe?
Yeah. And that one looks like a weird bird.
A puffin, like our insurance mascot.
Speaking of the policy puffin, any update on our insurance claim?
No, not yet.
Some insurance companies are known for their mascots. At NJM, we're known for putting our policy holders first.
Want to put the tarp back up there?
I'll go get the ladder.
No jingles or mascots, just great insurance. NJM.
'67th minute on the main line. Hannah Dickinson and the Villanova Wildcats are trying to close this one out, but they've still got some time. And we'll see what this final result looks like as Dickinson levying out instructions.
Yeah, she seems to be the leader in that huddle. She's got 5 saves. That's a new career high, obviously, as you see the graphic. But I love Hannah's leadership there, getting her troops together, saying, come on, guys, we've got about 25 more minutes to put this one away. A little less than that. My math, not my strong point.
Well, it's not mine either, Steve, so that puts us in a precarious spot here.
It is the 67th minute. I can give you that part. What's left, we'll figure out as we go.
Yes. Hannah Dickinson has been great in goal for Villanova. Her second year here at Nova after beginning her career at USC. She was a starter in 2023 for the Trojans. Picked up by Cardo for Villanova. Works it around. Kaluch. Swings it back.
Yeah, I like to see that kind of combination of Kaluch and Cardo out, the kind of two controlling, midfielders.
Gambardella was trying to stay on the ball there, but it's won by Columbia and Akani Rugga.
And you have, Panaccioni kind of your defensive midfielder. Good move by Panaccioni there. Excuse me, that was Gambardella.
Turner meets Gambardella, and a foul is called.
And take a little shove in the back.
So Charlize Berry was put back in for Columbia at that last hydration break. Takes Sammy Moncion's spot. Cardo. Malia Cardo with an assist today as the lone goal for Villanova this year. Scored off a PK in the opener against Michigan. Cross sent in. Cardo was up to it. Kaluch. Here's a chance. Koch goes down inside the 18. And Villanova will have that chance upended.
Yeah, Koch, who likes to play with her back to the goal, was just unable to turn there and get that off. It's got stuck between her feet.
Few chances here for Villanova.
They struck the turn, but there was a defender there.
Meanwhile, here come the Columbia Lions. Tabian. Caniraga couldn't match her way through, but back it goes. Turner. Caniraga meets Dopsch. It'll be a corner.
So touch it out over the byline for a corner. This is what happened to Villanova in that Michigan. They gave up that corner at about this point in the game, so let's see if they can defend it here a little better.
Here's a look. Kate Dopsch sliding in to clear that out, making sure no cross was played in there. Another one of the transfers for Villanova. A graduate year coming over from Wake Forest.
Some subs, 3 new players coming on for Columbia.
And I guess we thought it would be a corner. Ultimately, it's not, as Dickinson places it down for a goal kick.
Wow, good break there. Alex Little's on as Chuckle goes out. Chuku gave him some good minutes there. Now Little have an opportunity.
Goes right back to Gambardella. Has it centrally and wants Nelson. Ball never got there. Blitzer through the middle. Working with Elder. '71st minute here, Villanova. Columbia looking to get busy here. Ball stretches too far. Palmer clears to the side. Appreciate you tuning in to our coverage here on YouTube today. Dennis Smith running the show along with Josh Igo. Our entire crew, glad you could join us for some Sunday afternoon soccer, Columbia and Villanova.
And both teams here will make a quick substitution.
Sophia Ambrose holds the ball right now for Columbia.
Looks like Panaccioni's going to go off. And is that Marone back on? Yes, it is. Olivia Marone back on, number 11.
Izzy Weiner coming in for Columbia, taking the spot of Annie Ferrone.
Yeah, I thought that should be a foul. Little had her jersey pulled. Referee saw it, makes the call.
So Weiner for Ferrone, and Moncion came in for Crystal Medina. So that's another sub for Columbia. As both teams making some adjustments here. We're inside of 20 minutes remaining at the Higgins Soccer Complex. Got behind Gambardella. And it'll be a Villanova throw-in.
Yeah, Gambardella a little anxious there. Taya tried to make a move before she controlled the ball.
Koch. Turns. It's a good turn from Koch.
Someone needs to run with her.
Cardo. Kaluch. One more, Nelson. Cross. To Cardo on a hop. Or rather to Little.
Oh, it almost went down.
Low cross was blocked. Kaluch trying to keep the play alive for the Wildcats. Crosses high in the air, reeled in. Mahoney.
Yeah, Cardio, good timed run, just unable to get her head on it. Good little spurt there from Villanova. Good possession, a couple of good crosses. Some opportunities in front of the net.
Both teams have built some quality chances throughout this game. Villanova, the only team that's been able to convert so far, though. That's the way the score is broken.
Good job by Palmer again from that center back position, reading that play, able to get possession.
Out in front of Kaluch. Blitzer steers it back to her keeper, Mahoney.
That's a giveaway.
Ill-advised pass, can it lead to a goal? Shot, kick save, and a beauty. Low shot from Cardo. Mahoney was on it, and Little is offside.
Yeah, Little just never got back onside after the save. You got to look down the line. You got to make sure you're onside. An opportunity there wasted. Good low shot. Good save, as Sam mentioned. Columbia did a good job of resetting their line.
Mahoney. And a throw in for the Lions across the midfield stripe. Another Villanova sub will come in a moment. Looks like it's Curtin who has the lone tally.
So just a short break for her. We'll see if she'll replace Kasha, if they'll play both of them together. I doubt it with a one-goal lead. You'll go with both strikers.
Curtin, 42 minutes played so far off the bench. Does have a yellow on her, though, so has to be mindful of that. Gambardella tries to catch up. Akaniruga skies one across. Out of play.
Yeah, Gambardella's been up to the challenge all day today. She's had a tough battle, but she's been there the whole day, and it is going to be Morgan Koch going off.
Columbia will also make a substitution. And Villanova sends it back down.
Mahoney out to get it. Another takeaway by Cardo. See if Nelson can get on the end of that touch.
Nelson. Cross won't do the trick. It was first-year player Rachel Chung who's sent in for Akaniruga. '77th minute. Columbia meeting Villanova here. Nice touch there. Ambrose. Pass intercepted. Palmer just streaks in there. Found its way back to the Lions.
He's got to get back, though.
Ambrose draws the whistle. Foul on Marone.
It's actually a good foul on Marone. Wildcats needed to reset there. Palmer was caught upfield a little bit. Further, far enough away from goal, it shouldn't be a challenge. She's got some ball there, but just to finish the tackle with some body contact.
Barry. Picked up Beltran. Beltran frees herself. Barry 1v1 here. Palmer wins the battle initially, and help comes. Nice job by the Villanova back line. Meredith Palmer at the front of it, and it looked like Dopsch came over there to finish the play off.
Yeah, it was a good job by Palmer there. Kind of stuffs the cross and then positions herself in a good spot as her teammate comes and helps her.
Yeah, Dopsch stretching out for a moment.
Might be a cramp, looks like that kind of situation.
So the Wildcats, their next outing will be here Thursday. It'll be part of a men's women's soccer doubleheader. Women's team hosting George Mason Thursday at 4 p.m. If you want to watch that one, you're in the right place. Just come right back here.
The men, I believe, have Iona that day.
So a soccer double dip. Then a week from today, Villanova will make its second road trip of the year. They'll go up to Bucknell. 1 p.m. start in Lewisburg. And then after that, another Patriot League team here against Lehigh. And before you know it, we'll be on to the Big East play. Villanova looking for its first win of the year. Right now in position to get it as Dopsch remains on the turf.
Yeah, you don't want to lose her at this point of the game. One of their two center backs. If they can get her hydrated and ready to go.
Someone who her coach, Samara Zem, calls a really smart soccer player and a calm force for the team. And she comes off, or no, she was heading that way, but she'll stay in.
So probably just a cramping situation. They stretched her out, got her some fluids, and hopefully she can continue.
Showed you at halftime the Big East scores. St. John's the win over St. Joe's today on Sweeney Field. So nice road win for the Red Storm. Butler getting a draw at Purdue. So that went final, Bulldogs and the Boilermakers. Everybody else has not started yet. DePaul hosting Loyola Chicago. Seton Hall versus Rider. Jersey on Jersey there. Georgetown at Virginia Tech. And more in the Big East.
So after we get reset here, it'll be a free kick or throw-in for Columbia.
And just procedure here with Dopsch. She'll have to run on the throw. And meanwhile, Columbia will make 3 substitutions.
Trying to get some fresh legs here for the last 12 and a half minutes.
Ambrose, Monsian, and Weiner all step off.
Another throw-in for the Lions.
Hutchings, Ferrone.
Back heel. Maintain possession. Wildcats doing a really good job just pinning them here almost up near the corner flag.
Nosa Amoragbi is on for the first time for Columbia. First time this season. Amoragbi was in briefly in the first half. Meanwhile, here are the Lions looking to equalize. 79th minute here at Villanova. Blitzer steps up, leaves the ball through. Neal runs over to it for Villanova. And the Wildcats will get a goal kick.
Good job by Neal. Let it go over the byline. Got Dickinson with the win helping her. Get a goal kick here. Just clear this field if she chooses to do so. She'll play it short.
And the Columbia Lions trying to avoid being shut out here on the road. They have threatened but have not scored. They have 5 shots on goal to Villanova's 2. Shot opportunities overall have been just about even. Corners also the same, 2 and 2. The Hannah Curtin goal for Villanova in the 39th minute continues to stand the test of time as we enter the 80th minute.
Curtin doing a good job here, putting some pressure on the center backs. The Wildcats can kind of pen the Lions in here.
Hutchings had the breakup. Here comes Columbia. They want to run here. Chung turns the pass back. Elder across the stripe. Leads that pass to the corner. Berry. And cleared out of there by Dopch. She's claiming it last hit Berry.
And so the official agrees with her. Assistant referee points Villanova's way.
That's a big win there for Villanova. You get the ball out of harm's way, and then you momentarily have possession. Turner got the pass through, but Karen back to Cardo. Villanova moving through.
See Columbia with at one point 10 players on the other side of midfield. Maybe the Wildcats look for a counter here.
And Columbia's side is clapping. They thought they had possession, but it is Villanova who will be set for the throw in here. Wildcats with a few substitutions.
It's like Little will go off. Chakwa will come back in.
So Little and Marone both stepping off.
And I think Panaccioni was the other one who came back on. Position for position, really.
So after getting rests, Chukwu and Panaccioni are back on for the home stretch for the Villanova Wildcats, looking to maintain this lead and pick up their first win of the season. Berry. Columbia had the score at 1-1 against Hofstra 2 days back, but an 81st minute goal put the Pride ahead and got them the road win at Columbia in what was the Lions season opener. Now here they sit in the 82nd on the ropes at Villanova.
Olivia Neal taking her time to throw this ball in. Every second matters at this point.
Creep up a little further. And the toss winds up back with the Lions working through the middle third. Palmer got turned around, but heads it out of there.
It gives Wildcats a chance to regroup.
Ferrone is to turn it. Blitzer advances. Off the quick touch. Villanova with the number of bodies in the area, but it's back with the Lions. Hutchings. Dickinson says no hands.
That gives her a little bit more time to waste.
83rd minute. Overshoots Cardo and bounces back. Panaccioni recovers. And Cardo steers it wide.
That'll be a Columbia throw. And Columbia will bring on one more substitute.
Ferrone checking out. Looks like Evelyn Javers is back on.
And she is the lone goal scored for Columbia this year, so that's somebody you want on the pitch in the last 7 minutes or so. That should be a Wildcat throw there as well. It is.
Javers has been a massive spark. Just 2 games into her college career, you can see the talent with her. Turn back to the keeper, Mahoney. Amaragbe. Here in the 84th. Amber Della got her foot in there to force Columbia to retreat, and Chukwu picks that one loose. Curtin will let that go out of play, knowing that time is the most important asset here.
Curtin's worked really hard today. Maybe just doesn't have that second gear at this point in the match. Thought she might be able to get on the end of that, but she's still fighting.
Less than 6 minutes for Columbia to try and equalize. Kaluch drives it ahead.
Nelson.
Got Nelson.
Go to the corner flag here a little bit early, but I like the idea. And she wins a throw.
Villanova just wants to keep the ball on this side of the pitch and wind this clock down.
Wildcats will make a substitution. Kayla.
Yeah, I was going to say, are you going to try it?
Go for it. Rugunundanun.
You got it.
Kayla's in.
Yeah. Rugunundanun is back on. And
gives the Wildcats an extra defender here.
She took Nelson off.
Yeah, so you go with a little offense, defense like in basketball. Well, they're going to go defense here in the last 5:15. An extra defender.
Here is Rugunundanun. Quick dish. And they want to leave that ball in that corner as long as they can.
I'm not sure the ball ever went out of bounds. I never saw the official put his flag up.
A lot of bodies in one area. Ball evidently went out. Columbia looking for some space.
Wildcats looking to pin him back in.
Mahoney. Amaragbe. Elder trying to break through.
Chukwu with a good battle, fighting back from her winger position.
Chukwu, a sophomore, one of two Canadians on the Wildcat squad out of Ottawa, Ontario.
Gonna go all the way back to Maroney, the keeper. Excuse me, Mahoney.
Blitzer. Scans. Keeps. And Villanova collects it. Dopsch fires it out of there. Elder will try again. Leave it centrally. And
Dopsch is there to clear that out.
If the ball stays on this side of the field, Villanova is in position to win. And that is what their focus is over these next 3.5 minutes. Blitzer. Watched by Curtin. She meets her.
Maybe that extra gear is still there.
Hannah Curtin, the lone goal scorer. On the overlap.
And she'll go to the corner flag as well.
They had Kaluch running in, but Curtin had no intention of passing it that way. Just wants to wind the clock.
Tried to win the corner. Unfortunately, she was the last one to touch it, so it'll be a goal kick.
Tabion.
Great play by Palmer. That's a wonderful tackle by Palmer. Dopsch was kind of went for it, didn't get it. There was one less person back there, and Palmer able to clear. One teammate backing up another.
Columbia running out of time. Hanachoni got it to Cardo. Blitzer right back for the Lions. A little too much air under that ball. Headed back by Dopsch. Chukwu downfield. Time ticking. About to enter the 89th minute. Chukwu. Really quality work. She thought she had possession too, but she fights off Akani Araga.
Wildcats looking to defend. Less than 2 minutes to go here.
Beltran for Elder. Elder marches. Some space for Blitzer. Gets to it. Could be something here. Javers on the move. Hits the deck. That's a foul.
I don't like that call at all. I think Kaluch gave up. That's a tough break for Villanova, but Columbia will take advantage of it. I think Kaluch stopped on that, and the Columbia player just ran right into her.
As good a chance as Columbia has had this entire half. Here's a look. You be the judge. Was that right arm?
Yeah.
And the official was shielding our view from it, so you couldn't get a clean look. But the call is the call.
Yep, and they'll have a chance to get one in served into the box here in the last minute to go.
From Elder. Oh, that's a beautiful ball, but a better save by Dickinson.
Dickinson, good job to hit that over the top. She went for goal right there. That's an aggressive play, but a really good kick is Rickard Dickinson. Now here comes Mahoney up from her back position with only 45 seconds to go with this corner.
Barry will take the corner. Columbia's got a rush. Dickinson brings it in. Hannah Dickinson with the save to punch it over the bar and then catches the corner. And Villanova is seconds away from hanging on to a 1-0 win over Columbia.
What a beautiful drop kick there by Dickinson. They'll place it all the way back to Mahoney here with just 15 seconds to go.
Columbia looking to make some magic happen, but seconds are being clocked down. And it is a Villanova Wildcats win, their first of the year. 1-0, Hannah Curtin, the lone and game-winning goal, her first as a Wildcat. And Villanova in its first matchup with Columbia since 1999, they get a win over the Columbia Lions here on the pitch of the Higgins Soccer Complex.
Yeah, really good game today, Sam. I thought Villanova had the better of it in the first half. I thought Columbia got on the front foot in the second half, but Hannah Dickinson was up to the challenge with, I think, 6 saves today, a career high for her. An outstanding job by the Wildcat back four and Hannah Dickinson to get the shutout and get the clean sheet.
And the biggest one, that 6th, that kept what was a beautiful free kick from Dima Elder from going across and equalizing. Villanova notches the win to move to 1-2. The Lions with their second 1-goal loss in their first couple games here on their opening weekend, dropping to 0-2, but a competitive battle between two teams that look to have a lot of promise this year.
Yeah, I really thought that was a well-played game. A lot of it played in the middle third of the pitch, but Villanova was able to take advantage of their one good opportunity as Curtin was able to find it in the corner of the net, and then their defense held up the rest of the way. I think Coach Azem will be happy with the majority of the way they played. Probably a little bit more possession would be something to make it a little bit more comfortable, but the back four held up well, and Dickinson had a great game in net.
Villanova back here Thursday against George Mason, 4 o'clock start. Join us right here for that one. For now, we bid you farewell. For Josh Igo and Dennis Smith and our entire team working hard behind the scenes, for my partner Steve Pannone, Sam Cooperman saying so long and good night from the Higgins Soccer Complex. 1-0 the final. Hannah Curtin scores her first goal as a Wildcat, and it's enough to get Villanova the win over the Columbia Lions. Thank you again, and have a great rest of your weekend.